Hi everyone, I'm Simeon Penev, Data Analytics Consultant at VertoDigital, also known internally as MongoDB, because I've been leading the AI and automation initiative for around 2 years. My goal is to increase AI adoption within the agency and automate repetitive and tedious tasks. Today, I'm going to show you how we automated our SEO content brief creation process, reducing it from 2 hours of manual work down to just 15 minutes total, including the review time. This is the exact workflow we use internally and for our clients. And at the end, I'll share a template with you. Here is the challenge we faced. Our SEO team was spending between 1 and 2 hours creating each content brief. The process was always the same. Take a keyword, manually search Google, open the top 5 results in separate tabs, analyze each one for structure, headings, content gaps, and EIT, then write a comprehensive brief to our copywriters, who write the SEO content afterwards. The quality was good, but it was consuming our team time, and we needed to maintain the same quality while dramatically reducing the time investment. When you're producing 20-30 briefs per month, that's 40-60 hours just on brief creation, time our team could spend on strategy and optimization instead. That's why we built this n8n workflow that completely automates the research and initial brief creation. Here is how it works. You input a keyword through a simple form, the workflow automatically crawls and scrapes the top 5 Google results using Firecrawl, then sends everything to GPT-4o Mini, which uses a special think tool to strategically analyze the content and finally creates a beautiful formatted Google Doc. The entire process takes about 1 minute to run and then 5 to 15 minutes for review and editing. So let's create the workflow. Click here, and now we need to have n8n form trigger. We have the trigger, and the title will be SEO content brief. The element which we need is a text element, which is keyword topic. And we also need a description, which we created just before that. It will be a custom HTML, and you will see it in the template. So here is the HTML, we copy it and paste it here. So now we need to try the form submission, and let's execute the step. So here we have the form with the description we just pasted. The keyword topic is SEO content brief, for example. And the form is submitted, and we see that node executed successfully, which is perfect. The next step is to use Firecrawl, crawl, and scrape, because we need to crawl and scrape top 5 results from Google. And now I'm going to show you how we do it. We go first to Firecrawl, which is the tool which we will use for crawling and scraping. And we have here Playground, which makes it easy for us to have the curl, which we can integrate in n8n. And here we need the search endpoint, which is this one. And we are searching for SEO content brief. But first we need to review the settings. The limit is 5, which means we can have 5 results from Google. Location is United States because our clients are in the United States. Scrape content from search results, which means it will scrape the whole content from these search results, and we need only the main content. Something else which is important is to have this markdown checked in, because we need the content. And we can see if it's not clicked, we can see that the results are without the content of the page. We see the URL, title, and description, but we don't have the content. So we need to have this markdown clicked. We do it again, So now we see the whole content of every of the top pages in Google for this keyword. And the easiest way to integrate this in n8n is just to get code. We go to curl, which is the easiest way to have this copy and paste, copy the code, and then go to our workflow. And we just need to create HTTP request. HTTP request is the thing to go to Firecrawl and get the results which we want. And here we have a button which is import curl. We just paste the content and everything is set up for us. We have post method, we have the endpoint which is this URL, we have the header which is authorization, and this is our API key. In the body we have all the settings which we need to have our content scraped and crawled. And here in the query we can see that it's static. Every time it will crawl and scrape SEO content brief. But we don't need that. We need a variable with the keyword and topic which we input in the form. So now we click expression and then we delete this and just drag and drop the keyword topic variable. And now when we input in the form some keyword or topic, then the results for the Firecrawl scrape and crawl will be for the keyword we want. Now execute the tab to test it, and as we can see we have the success result, which is with the URL, title, description, position, and the whole content in Markdown. And then this information will be given to the AI agent. The next step is to have OpenAI AI agent. We need that because we need to analyze top 5 results and have the content brief created. So let's dive in. We click for adding new node and we have AI agent. And as we can see, the source of prompt is user message which is connected chat trigger node. But we don't have chat trigger node, so we need to have this option defined below. And we've prepared our prompt, so we just need to copy it. Copy and paste the prompt, and now we have the whole prompt. Something else we need to do is system message, because we need to tell the AI agent that this is a content brief creator who is the best in this job and can create the best content brief. And we have this already created. We copy it and paste it here. And we can review just for a little time the brief. And we have the keyword topic variable and all the contents, source content and URLs of the Google results. And as you can see, it's a comprehensive prompt and it has some variables which are coming from the previous nodes. And this is going to be executed. We try to execute it, but we need a chat model. So now we need to have a chat model, and we will use OpenAI 4.1 mini. Here is the GPT 4.1 mini, and we need to have a credential. I have a credential already, but you need to have the API key from OpenAI console, and you just need to paste it here. You paste it, save it, and have the credential already. And something else we want to have here is the think tool. The think tool is something from Anthropic as a conception, which is they have an article which says enabling quote to stop and think in complex tool-use situations. So here we have a situation which we have 5 different articles with all different content, and we need to analyze a lot content. And this is better to be made by Think2. So we need to give some time to the AI agent to think about the content and to reanalyze and have the content brief created at its best. So now we have the Think2, the OpenAI chat model, and we can execute this step. For this step, we need to wait around 30 to 60 seconds because we have a comprehensive prompt with all this content. As you can see, it's a very, very big prompt, which OpenAI chat model should analyze and create the content brief at the end. So now we need to wait. And here is the result. We have the input and the output. We need to click here to see the output, and the output is this content. This is the content brief which we will have in our Google Doc. But first, as we can see, just close and open it, we can see that the output is in Markdown format with these asterisks and other elements which are not understandable from our human perspective. So now we need to have a code node which transforms this Markdown to a Google Doc format. We click here and we have the code, which is this one, and we will use JavaScript. And I don't need to show you what the code node does, but I already have the code which transforms every Markdown to a Google format. And we just copy and paste that. You will have this in the template, so don't you worry, you don't need to write any code. And every time I write code, I use ChatGPT or any other platform to generate the code and to try it here. So now we just need to execute this. And as we can see, it's very fast, and we have all the content formatted just for Google Doc. The next step is to have the Google Doc. We have already the Markdown formatted for Google Doc, but first we need to create the document. So we just search for Google Doc and just create a document. And here we need to have a credential. So let me show you how we need to create the credential. We have this, and we need to sign in with Google. We sign in with our Google profile, and we are connected successfully. Then we just need to create document and from my drive. And we need to select a folder which we want to use. We want to use n8n SEO content briefs, and the title will be SEO content brief for our keyword. And we can have this one and just drag and drop our keyword topic. Now we have the document, we selected the folder, and we just need to execute the step. And now we have the document created. We can see this in the folder, but we'll see it just a little bit later. At the end, we need to update the document to have the content brief in it. So we are going to use HTTP request again, but again, we don't need to write any code, and we just need to copy and paste from our initial setting. And we just have this and copy and paste every part of this HTTP request. So we have post method, we copy this, we have the post method, we copy this, authentication. I think we need to have Google Docs authentication. So we need to find predefined credential type, Google Doc. Here's OAuth API and we have already loaded our authentication. At the end, we need to send body parameters. We have this body, JSON, using JSON, and just this variable. Paste this variable here, and I think we are ready to go. This variable is marked down to JSON code node, but we can see that our code node is code, which is not good. And we can see that when we execute this step, there is a node reference which is not spelled correctly. So we need to have this one written as code, and now we can see that our document will be created properly. At the end, we have the document in our folder. So now we go to our Google Drive to see our content brief. And here is the content brief. As we can see, here is the title and everything else needed for the copywriter to create the perfect content. We can see top ranking pages. These are the top 5 Google ranking pages which we crawled and scraped. And a lot more information for the copywriter which can be useful when writing the content. So now we are going to test it. And let's first save it and make it active. Perfect. Let's execute it. We need to have a content brief for how to create content brief. Submit it. At the beginning, I told you that we are going to be redirected to our Google Drive folder. So now we are not going to be redirected. So we need to make some changes in our n8n form. We just need to stop this process and go in the form and respond when. We need to respond when workflow finishes, and at the end we need to have a form response. The form response will be a redirect URL which will be our Google Drive folder. So we need to copy our Google Drive folder URL and paste it here. And that's it. Now let's try again. First save it, execute it. How to create content brief. The workflow is working now, and we can see that at the end we will have the content brief, and we just need to wait here in the SEO content brief to be redirected. So as we can see, we are redirected and we have 3 content briefs already created. And the last one is ours, which is how to create content brief. We can see that we have this and the same structure which we had for others content briefs. And we are ready. In the end, the result is saving time while maintaining at least the same quality. Our team has created more than 50 content briefs in the last 3 months using this workflow, which saved them around 60 hours. This means our B2B clients receive better and faster service. What used to take 2 hours now takes 1 minute to generate, plus 5 to 15 minutes to review and customize. We've maintained the quality while cutting the time investment by 90%. This workflow showcases how we leverage automation to solve real business challenges in our daily operations. We are continuously developing new automation solutions across different areas of our agency work. Very soon, we will share more workflows that address various operational pain points and efficiency improvements. I know it seems very complex to do these workflows, so I have something for you. I've included the free n8n template in the description. Just import it and add your API keys and authorize to get started. Follow VertoDigital and me, Simeon Penev, on LinkedIn for more automation workflows and insights. Don't forget to subscribe. I will share practical marketing automation that actually work in real businesses. See you in the next one.